All right, I'm going to walk you around kind of the
breakdown.
The breakdown,
The breakdown.
Putting this thing into transport mode. Now, the first thing is if you've got the log lifter on, make sure the log lifter arms are down all the way. And something to note that makes using the log lifter a lot easier is putting these bunks on the ground first, which we have.
Yes.
So that way you can roll the logs easily up to those lifter arms. But what we'll do first is put the outfeed away, because we've got our jack legs down and we've got our log lifter down, and we don't want this thing to be tippy, because if we put that stuff up first, put the legs up first, well, you know,
get all that weight
from back here.
Yep.
Yeah. So
okay.
So this is just a regular crank winch, and it's got a brake in it, so it automatically brakes where you can click it up or you can go down. So we're gonna go down with it. There is a pin right here. We will pull that pin out, put it in your pocket, and don't forget about it. And then there's a chain that goes across here. And what this chain does is it keeps the belt from falling out the bottom of the conveyor, because we're gonna fold it in half. So we'll put this chain across here like that. And now I'm gonna roll this down. And putting this thing away really is a two-person job. There's handles on both sides.
I get it down a little bit more.
And you wanna go down a little more? We're gonna go down. You can go down all the way to the ground if you want. It makes it easier to get it to that folded position. So now we'll lift here. And you can see how that chain is holding it. And then just got to be careful going past these cables. And I kind of try to throw the belt up in there a little more yet. And now that pin that I put in my pocket before will go in right here. That'll keep the conveyor from wanting to open. And we'll make sure that everything's clear here. We got to make sure that the conveyor is in the center position of the mechanical pivot, which it is. So we're good to go there. And
so make sure that
yep, you've got your 5 positions.
Side.
Make sure we're in the center.
Yeah.
And now we'll just crank it up. As we get to the end here, you'll see this gets really close. So as we come in here, you can see it's about to hit there, so I'll just fold this for these last couple of turns. Got rubber bumpers here. We'll crank it tight up against those bumpers. Then there's a safety chain here as well. So this comes out and drops in just like that. So if something was to happen to the cable during transport, that would catch it. Now we'll do the taillight panel. So we'll just pop this pin off here, pull the big pin out, swivel this across, put the pin back in, and now the lights are in position. Next we'll do the log lift. So for this, we should have probably a pin here, huh? Okay.
So you unhook the hoses.
Yeah, we unhooked the hoses from here.
And the blue one is the top, so that'll be, blue will be top, black is the bottom, so you don't.
Blue on top, black on bottom.
Normally it's red and black. Don't confuse it with the case drain, okay? Because that, if you hook the blue down there, nothing's gonna happen. So that's just an extra drain.
Blue on top, all right.
So we'll pull the pin and then we'll take this out. First we'll loosen this. I think that, there's a bolt in here right now, but we'll use a pin. And then we can take this out and just kind of set it aside for now. You can put this in the bed of your truck or in the split chamber of the processor. Just be aware if you put it in the split chamber of the processor that you take it out of there before starting the machine, just in case. Set
Yes.
this aside. Next we'll put the infeed up. So this just kind of, it floats back and forth here. I'll lift it and take out of this. There's a catch down here, so you can see it come out of there. And then as we go up, there's a finger here. That'll go in there, latch it. And then we've got a rubber strap here to hold that from clanging around. Now for the log lifter, we'll loosen this T-bolt here. That's our telescopic lock, basically. So we've got that loose. We are hooked in here. We're gonna put this up out of the way, and then we'll just crank this up. Now, if you have this telescoped out all the way, you can just crank it up with this. You'll see right now, as I crank this in, it'll finish telescoping in as I crank it.
Okay.
And then when I crank it up, and just keep an eye on your hydraulic hoses. They're fine right now, so. So we'll get these up here. And then, Dan, if you come around to the backside, I'll show you this. We have this safety latch here. So I actually have to back this back down a little bit, potentially. Yep, just a little bit. So what I usually do is put these hoses through that, just so they're not dangling around, you know. They're out of harm's way. Then I'll put this pin through here, put this pin through, tighten this, because that will eliminate your left and right play. Just snug it up like that. Okay, and then we'll give this one more crank, make sure it's nice and tight. And since we've got this safety latch here, that's not beating the crap out of everything else.
And that's.
Yep, and that's for the other thing that won't turn itself out and drive away. So this can go like that. This piece will drop in over here, so it's not near your truck. And then we will put this up. It just lifts up. You'll see there's an arm over here. Pull this pin out. Put that in there. So like so. Now we are going to drop the drop legs, or raise them, I should say. So I will actually end up picking this up. Now this is backwards. Loosen makes it go up. That must be a European thing, but you loosen these then. And there are safety balls on these. So you kind of have to go out a ways with them. And the reason is, you can see the ball there. See that?
Yeah.
So basically, if this loosened a little bit while you're driving, it can't, it has to loosen quite a bit to get past that in order to come out. So you don't have to worry about it hitting the, you know, the pavement. Same thing. Tighten that up. Now I'm going to bring this down a little bit, so then my back legs will come off the ground and they'll be easier to pull up.
2 in the front and 2 in the back.
Yep. Now the first thing, when you go to set this up somewhere, the first thing I do is start with the, like right now, if you look at it, the tongue is sitting down a little bit.
Yep.
Drop those legs first. Drop them tight against the ground and crank them tight. Then raise your tongue jack so you're putting like force onto them. Then drop your front legs and then lower your jack just a little bit.
To level it out.
Then you got like all 4. And you always want to do that stuff first, then bring out your log lifter and your infeed and do the conveyor last. But now this machine is ready to hit the road.
So the legs, back legs down, front legs down, log lift down, conveyor down.
Yep, exactly.
I will not remember that. So
Transport
keep
mode.
Your phone,
That's what this video is for.
Keep your phone handy.
And it is handy. It's ready.
We are loaded up.
Look at this. Can you see the truck? Can you see the truck and this
Yes,
in the
you
background?
can
Look at
see-
this. It's not even, the truck does not even care that this is on it.
Look at how nice. Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
find out how nice your toe is on. Oh, is
Yeah.
that tire a little low?
Nope, it's good.
Okay. You sure?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I
We
suppose
checked them.
because it's got to be
Yeah,
pressed against that.
they're bulged a little bit, yep. And you got your lights, and we just tested them, so we're good to go
Lights,
there.
we're all good.
Lights, camera, action. Hey,
Once
always
again,
pleasure. Thank you, sir.
this is a great, I'm very grateful for this. We're going to get it back to the wood yard, run some, I've got a couple piles of logs ready.
Good. See what you can do.
And someone will be anxious. My other half, my better half,
Yeah.
the other side of
Now you're going to have to do more of the heavy lifting, though.
Yeah, she's going to be pushing the levers. I'm not going to be. She's going to be pushing levers. But again, greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good seeing you. Here,
Yeah,
come
you
back,
too, man.
Come back in here.
Okay, all right, I'll
Once
come back in
again,
here.
Bob from Metsa Machines. If you have any questions, anything on anything Japa, like I said, this is the center in the
Yeah.
U.S. The
Yep.
U.S. center for Japa firewood processors.
Yep, and we keep all the pricing, configuration options, and everything live on our website. We don't hide behind a call for price button. There's none of that crap, so you can actually look and see, you know, what everything is going to cost you. And then if you've got any other questions, of course, let us know.
And there's all kinds of
Yeah, right now we
nice
got
stuff around the yard here.
365s,
So.
waiting for another 405 to come in soon. We got a 435 that we'll be doing some videos with very soon. We just got that here, so yeah, good stuff.
And like I mentioned at the beginning, Firewood Fridays.
Yeah.
Check out
Firewood
Metsa
Friday.
Machines
Yep.
YouTube channel, Facebook, all that.
Yep. Thank you.
And again,